Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. NASA is always on the hunt for life on other worlds, and it seems like they might have found something in our own solar system. In this video, we're taking a look at NASA finding possible signs of life on Saturn's moon. But before we begin, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Number 8. Water on MIMAS.
In ice and snow, it's white, and underneath that ice there's an ocean of liquid water. The ice has cracks in it.
Since NASA first started getting a serious budget, they've always been interested in sending missions to other planets in order to make any new discovery possible. Well, they haven't stopped doing that, even to this day, and recently they came upon a remarkable discovery. Through the use of the data that they had collected from their past missions, they saw that there was water present on one of the moons of Saturn. This moon is called MIMAS, and due to there being water on it, it has been acting quite strangely. After making precise observations, scientists saw that since the water was held deep beneath the surface of the moon, it was actually causing the entire moon to wobble on its axis. This is by far one of the most exciting observations ever made, and it could have great implications for there being life present on the moon.
Of it as well, it's going around Jupiter, also covered in ice, also got cracks on it, and...
Number 7. Effect of Saturn's gravity.
17. Last year, new NASA research confirmed Saturn's rings were being pulled into the planet by gravity.
There are many things to note about the moon MIMAS, such as the fact that the surface of the moon seems to resemble the Death Star from Star Wars, due to a huge crater present on the surface. But aside from that, one other interesting thing that is known about the planet is that due to the fact that it is Saturn's moon, it is drastically affected by Saturn's gravity. This gravity not only keeps it in orbit around Saturn, but also causes the entire body of the moon to stretch and shrink. This is one of the reasons that has led to water being present on the moon. You see, there was initially a lot of ice trapped beneath the surface of MIMAS, but due to the effect of Saturn's gravity, it has somewhat melted and resulted in there being water. But just because there's water on the moon doesn't mean that there is life, right? Well, let's look into answering that question.
Over 4 billion years old, but the planet's rings formed between 10 million and 100 million years ago.
Number 6. Reasoning for life.
rock forms minerals that then spew out into the water. Now this is very exciting because we have systems like this on Earth.
Many scientists are of the opinion that water is a prerequisite of life being present on another world. They base this opinion on the observations that have been taken from our own planet. Wherever there is water on Earth, chances are you will find some type of living being there. This is why scientists are hypothesizing that there could also be life on MIMAS, and it could live deep below the surface. Another reason why they think in such a way is that even on our own planet, if you go looking into the very depths of the ocean, you will come across certain vents that constantly spew out jets of water, which is in fact full of life. In fact, much of our own ocean remains unexplored to this day, so who knows what else is lying in wait to be discovered. Just like the possibilities are endless on our Earth, so too is the case for the other heavenly bodies surrounding us in the vastness of space. Number 5. EUROPA'S water vapors.
Flew right through those geysers and sampled them. And what they found are chemicals that indicate there's something going on at the bottom of the ocean.
It seems like as there is more and more research done on the other bodies in space, water is not seemingly like the rare thing that it was once thought to be. This is because when scientists used the Hubble telescope to look at some of the other planets in our solar system, they saw that there were water vapors coming out from the surface of Jupiter's moon, Europa. This was a very mind-blowing discovery, and further research was done into it. While Europa might look like an inhospitable moon at first glance, the presence of water vapor around it hints at the fact that there is water deep below its surface. By some estimates, there are 60 miles high geysers present on the moon, which are constantly spraying water into the atmosphere of Europa. This is why this single moon is the subject of much research and is always the target of many upcoming missions intended to explore the inner secrets hidden within it.
They've seen what look like plumes coming out of it. Now they haven't been proven yet, but it looks like it's the same kind of thing.
Number 4. The JUICE mission.
It's totally covered in ice and snow. It's white, and underneath that ice there's an ocean of liquid water.
There are many missions constantly being sent to Jupiter and the other large planets in our solar system, and one that is set to launch very soon is JUICE. It stands for Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, and the name is more than enough to tell you what this mission will entail. Just like the Voyager and Juno missions of the past, this too will look for all sorts of clues about the moons of Jupiter and whether or not there's really life present there. Number 3. Signs of life on Venus.
What they found isn't life, it's a biosignature. It's something usually produced by something living.
Jupiter and Saturn's moons aren't the only places in our solar system with signs of life. Our neighboring planet Venus also showed some indications that it might be subject to an alien race living deep within it. If you take a single look at the planet, you might think of this notion as being hilarious, but as always, scientists do their job diligently. As a result of this, they have discovered that there might be an entire ocean worth of water trapped beneath the crust of the planet. All this water is thought to reside in the mantle layer of the planet. If you were to go poking around on the planet, all that water might come rushing out in the form of steam or water vapor. But since that hasn't happened yet, there hasn't been any visible sign of water on the planet. And if that water is just sitting there, then that might be the home to some form of life being present there.
By bacteria in environments with very little oxygen. With Venus, the scientists tried to find another explanation for the
Number 2. Our own moon.
Earth's, and the temperature's about 30 degrees Celsius. Those are conditions that could sustain life.
If you're in search of water in outer space, you don't have to look far at all. This was because it was recently discovered by the Sophia telescope that there are signs of water on the surface of the moon. This is one of the most exciting discoveries related to our moon that has ever been made. While there is water there, it isn't much when compared to our own planet. In fact, even some of our deserts have more water stored in them than the amount present on the moon. But even trace amounts of water being present there could lead to huge implications for us as a civilization. So such discoveries are always worth getting excited over. Number 1. Past life on Mars.
Whether they missed something in that initial analysis, but to this day there's no accepted evidence of microbial life on Mars.
Did you know that there is one planet in our solar system that is solely inhabited by robots? It's true, and that planet is none other than Mars. Over the years, it's been the subject of much exploration, and many countries have sent all manner of missions to the Red Planet. Some have sent satellites, while others have sent landers and rovers. Due to all this exploration, scientists have discovered that there were once vast amounts of water present on the surface of Mars. It's thought that there were once rivers flowing all over Mars, which is based on the presence of deltas being left behind on the surface. But even though Mars might not have as much water as it had before, there are still sheets of ice present on the poles of the planet. These water resources are not only useful when it comes to there being life on the planet, but they could also be utilized by future astronauts that set foot on the Red Planet. These were some of the details of NASA finding possible signs of life on Saturn's moon. If brilliant people keep working at NASA, such discoveries are bound to keep on being made. That brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you enjoyed the content, then do leave a like. So until next time, take care and goodbye.